Hi, this is Michael Harris from the FASD Elephant Podcast. I want to welcome you to this video. This is the fourth video in a series of videos on praise that have gotten to be kind of popular, and I'm really liking to hear the success that people are sharing with me about this. Now, we've got one loose end to kind of tie up on the praise, giving praise to kids with FASD, and that's with kids who just seek praise. They're like people pleasers and they live for the praise. So we've been talking about the guys and gals that don't want the praise, or they reject the praise in some way. It's hard for them to integrate that into their self-esteem. But there's another group of kids, it's a smaller group, maybe 20%, and sometimes kids can fall into that even if they reject it at other times. So there's some permeability. But maybe 20 to 30% of the kids will be a people pleaser at any particular time and want that praise. So what do you do with this? Well, first of all, why do you want to do anything different? It's like they want the praise. Great, they'll work for the praise. On the one hand, it's really terrific that they work for the praise and can really use it to motivate them to get chores done or to comply with your requests as an adult. But the challenge that you gotta watch out for is, are they too vulnerable? Will they succumb to praise from anybody? Will they, be at risk of trusting strangers too much if they are, seeking out that praise? So we want to help them get a little bit of stranger danger, is what it's called, right? And to work on their self-esteem, because their self-esteem self-esteem comes from doing, not hearing about good things about yourself, but like doing good things that you can feel proud of. That's where the self-esteem comes from. And these kids will accept praise in a more healthy way over time if they can feel the success. Now, you may be able to tell if they are using praise this way, if they ask for it over and over, or in a higher frequency than you would expect from another kid, or if they hang on every word, and just are kind of demanding praise, or if they get praise that's less than 100%. Oh, that's a perfect job. If you say something that's less than absolute praise, then they look dejected or act dejected. And there may be some other things that go on that could give you some clues about that, and I'll have to think about that, because most of the kids that we work with, right, are praise rejectors until they build that self-esteem, and then it doesn't show itself as an issue, and we don't worry about it. But here's what you want to think about. So I'm going to share with you what to think about, and then a couple of ideas to do. What you want to think about is, how do you get that kid to experience or feel the positive effect of their good job on their own without it coming from you? Now, the easiest way to try that out, I think, would be if the kid asks you if they did a good job, or is it basically trying to elicit praise? I guess that's another way that you can know that they are trying to be a people pleaser or being in that area, is if the kid is trying to elicit praise. So if you see that your kid is trying to elicit praise, like, how'd I do? Or do you think I did a good job, right? If they say something like that, I would recommend taking the strategy more of taking a pause and saying, well, how do you think you did? And get them to say that first. Now, a lot of kids will say, I don't know, or no, what do you think, if you ask them that. And here's how you get them to start paying attention to what feels successful and what feels good. Turn it back onto their body. Turn it onto their physiology. So if they say, I don't know how I did, right? Turn that back on them a little bit, in a nice way, I mean, and say, well, check in with your body and tell me if you have any good feelings, or if you have empty feelings, or if you have bad feelings about the job that you did, right? So you're getting them more aware of how their body is reacting to things, which is always a good thing. That mindfulness will help them with self-regulation and just other successes. So these are some of the building blocks to success. But get them to focus on their body, and then if they still say, I don't know, or I'm empty, then you can say something like, well, it looks like you did a really good job, or I think that you did a really good job at that. Now notice what your body feels like when I said that, right? So get them to make that connection. You want to link up the good job with the good positive feelings in their body. And then that is going to be the foundation for more self-esteem building for those kids. But remember, they may not know what it feels like. So then you've got to help them. You've almost got to be a little bit like a cheerleader in this case. This is why this is a little different than the kids who reject praise. Now, you don't want to go rah, 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 because that could scare them off too, some of them. Some of them will like that. But you've got to get them to feel the positive effect, feel it in their body. I did a good job. How does it feel for you to hear me say that? So you want to link all of that up and then keep on doing that over and over. Now, there's not a schedule for that. This is one you've just got to watch and work with as it shows, right? So this is an ongoing endeavor here with the kids who are people pleasers. It's ongoing, and it'll take a long time for them to build that up. But every time you're able to do that, that'll help them feel their success and be more successful. All right. So I appreciate you listening to the videos. This wraps it up for praise. I'll go on to another topic, but I do want you to know that based on the great feedback that I've gotten from the videos and from training support groups on this praise initiative here, I am planning to make a more comprehensive program about how to give praise and how that's the building blocks of self-esteem and how that can lead to more compliance and more harmony in the household, which is something that many of us would like. All right, so thank you very much. If you like this video, would you consider sharing it or saying, clicking the like button if it's on YouTube or Facebook? And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at michael@fasdelephant.com, or you can message me through Facebook. All right, thank you and have a great day.